Alright, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Today I am going to be sort of just. Wait, what am I. Hold on. Just give me a quick second. I gotta. Okay. I am on the right stuff. Anyway, sorry. I was adjusting microphone settings and just want to make sure that I did not just toggle the wrong setting, so. Today, I am going to be going through my thought process behind FNAF 3, as I had a question or two asking how what was I doing and what was my mindset going into things. Yeah, this time I'm going to be tabbed into Brave, which is the browser I use to just to do my general web surfing, and yeah, you really want to. Alright, I'm gonna also mute the audio because doing repeat audio loops is sort of annoying. So as you can tell, I died on this mode 54 times. So this is actually not even entirely accurate. If I pull up my files without doxing myself too much. Okay, like this is perfect actually. I've had quite a few recordings from yesterday. Actually, quite the list, honestly. In fact, if I can mouse over it properly, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, God. So I had 16 recordings, which these are all fails, by the way. So let me punch that into the calculator real quick. So I actually died on this mode 70 times. So yeah, this number not even close to being accurate, like at all. This is actually 70 deaths I've had. I just did not really account for how many times I died, like at all, during just the course of me doing nightmare modes, nightmare aggressive mode. So yeah, so going back into this, um, we're just loading in. What I'm doing right now is I am currently looking for Springtrap. Springtrap can literally pop up in any of these cameras, like Cam 10, Cam 9, Cam 8, Cam 7, or Cam 6. Anywhere on the upper echelon of the map, he can spawn in like as soon as the night starts, and then as the game progresses, he can go through any of these cams. A ventilation error happens, he can go to 4 and 3, and yeah. So this is me currently just looking for him. This is basically the first initial phase where I'm just looking for Springtrap. Now, if I rewind it a little bit, my preferred area is Cam 6. This is where I prefer him to be. A lot of people will often try to choose camera 2, I guess, so that way they know exactly where he is and they can just steal the vent from Cam 2. It's a very inconsistent strat, but it's also a mighty impressive looking strat in my eyes. Like, I can see that being very impressive. But that was just not what I was going for my first ever completion. So yeah, as you can tell, I found Springtrap. I am luring him accordingly, and yeah, and as you can tell, that's actually a freebie right there. So most of the time, how Springtrap operates in Nightmare Aggressive mode is he sometimes listens to audio lures. Now this is just Springtrap in general. This is not exclusively Nightmare Aggressive mode. This is how he operates with the game. He have a 50-50 shot of whether or not Springtrap actually follows your audio lure or not. It's not guaranteed, but it's annoying when he really does not. As you can tell, I'm fixing the audio when it's not obviously flashing. The reason being is because I'm trying to conserve my audio usages. Like, you'll see how I flip from it, and you're gonna see me never fix ventilation. And that's because the only way to get a ventilation error on this particular night is literally either by getting jump scared by phantom animatronics or being idle in the office for too long. Those are literally the only two ways of getting a ventilation error. You can, unlike any of the other nights in this game, you cannot get a natural ventilation error in this one. So yeah, that's why I am constantly just refreshing audio. And yeah, and so all right, so here's another one. So I see Phantom Foxy right here. I go back to the camera, flip it on and off. This is the way to prevent him. Now, let's say I get jump scared by him. That would have been basically an instant restart because in this phase, if you get jump scared by a phantom animatronic at all during this max mode, you're pretty much screwed. There's really no way out. So yeah, I wasted an audio lure, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's only 12 a.m., so it's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm like wasting my audio things, and so you might be wondering why did I do this when he was probably there. I'd like to play it safe and just assume that he did not move back when there's a camera system error. Mainly just because if I cannot see him, I cannot just assume like, oh hey, he's there. I will trust that he's there. No, that's just not how you operate things in this night. In this particular night, you can never assume where he is. If you can get him by audio lore, cool. But if not, you have to hope and pray that he is not going to be entering an event. As you can tell, it didn't even work here. This I got actually in this night I got very lucky with Springtrap and his entering and exiting vents. So yeah, that time I got very lucky, and he was actually pretty damn slow when it came to him going into an event and then not him immediately walking out of the event. That was him being lucky. Now, as you can tell, I am flipping up and down the camera when I do this, and the reason is I toggle back to here so I can go to cam 10, and as you can tell, if you can tell by that split second window, there was Phantom BB there, and the way to avoid him is kind of like how you avoid Phantom Foxy, where you just flip the camera off and on, and it works like that. This is why I just don't prefer this particular method. So yeah, and this one I got lucky too, because there were some games where Springtrap was in cam 14 and he would still kill me regardless of how fast I sealed his vent. Thank God though that I actually did seal the vent when I did. So yeah, this is basically where I just went straight focus mode because I have to listen to what vent he goes into. So yeah, this is me basically playing mind games on this guy. This is me assuming that he's in cam 9, so I fixed my camera systems and hope and pray to God that he is not like in a separate camera going to a separate vent. And there, as you can tell, it actually worked. So I repaired my audio because you have only 2 audio uses on night 6. Whether or not you're running max mode or not. So yeah, and as you can tell, you always want to take your freebies. And like, okay, I have this much time to repair this system. Might as well just repair it now. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm just flipping shit. Cause I do not prefer him on cam 9 because cam 9 is where Phantom BB is. As you can tell, there again, I just don't prefer it this way. But I'm like, okay, whatever. I just gotta play by the dealer's hands here. So yeah, so this is basically me playing basically, like I said, where's Springtrap, and if, wherever Springtrap is, I have to plan accordingly. Now you're gonna hear this audio cue. So that ambience right there is basically, it can be one of three things. One, Springtrap has made it to camp 5 or 4, or 2, Phantom Freddy is creeping along the window over here. So right now, so at first I just assumed that he's right there because I would have seen Phantom Freddy's microphone sneak out of the frame of the camera here. So that's where I'm like, okay. But then I got I got a little manipulated by it. But as you can tell, Phantom Freddy's just passing by, and you're gonna hear me click a bunch or not, because my OBS does not even track it, or my Streamlabs rather. Anyways, the ambience is still going on, which means he's at Camp 5 or Camp 2, bare minimum. So I have to just assume. And as you can tell, I'm not repairing audio, and that's because he's constantly going from, like, Cam 5 to 2, constantly. And I have a very limited time window of him going to an event compared to not, so if I see his arm on cam 6, then that means I am good to seal off the vent over by cam 7. I don't go into cam 7, by the way, because there are chances that I can get jump scared by Phantom BB and Phantom Chica, so I just don't risk it at all. I go back here, the audio lure does not work, or if it is, it's a little delayed. I hear him go from. I hear him go from 6 to 5, now 5 to 6. It's really just a constant toss and turn battle. As you can tell, I'm trying to go for audio, but again, I have to prioritize vents. And now Phantom Foxy's there. So, in my eyes, I'm like, okay, I have a 50-50 shot of repairing audio, or I had to go back to the cams. This is basically what endgame Nightmare Aggressive Mode is. It's basically just you fighting against Springtrap on where his current position is. Yeah, as you can tell, I've been doing this for a while. I'm getting sick of doing this mode. Oh man, but yeah, audio error. You're gonna see this pretty much the majority of the rest of the run, because, like I said, constant battle where this guy goes, and you're actually gonna see pretty soon that he actually does go into an event, but thankfully he actually goes into the window instead of just straight up insta kills you. So, yep, right here. That was a sigh of relief right there. I sealed this vent here. And then I go to try to repair it, but as you can tell, it doesn't matter because I have done it. So, yeah. That was probably very poorly explained. I was trying to go through in real time, but I initially had thought that doing this would be much more manageable, honestly. But no, I didn't account for the fact that Springtrap has a mind of his own and can do whatever the hell he wants. That is basically one element, and then I put it in because I think if I actually go over to my live tab here, I think, yeah, I do this for about 2 hours. I do this for about an hour and 45. Let me check my Twitch real quick, because I think I did, in fact. Oh, God. I did, in fact, I think, stream this on Twitch. Why am I not logged in? Why? I probably just did not enable something by accident, but if I go to my channel here, I also streamed Nightmare Aggressive. This was a little bit of a shorter Nightmare Aggressive one. I streamed for, I think, 30 minutes of this. Let's take a look at the timeline. And mind you, this is like when I was really tired. I was really a little sluggish here. Yeah, I streamed for about 40 minutes on here. And then another hour, I think, on here. With webcam this time. I do tend to stream on Twitch with webcam, or at least tried to. I streamed this one for about 37 minutes. I'm actually kind of surprised I did that, and then after that, I just decided to opt out, just play FNAF 4, basically. And I think, oh yeah, and also some system location custom night challenges. But yeah, I've been at it for a few hours. If I had to put all the hours I've done this into the equation, I would say I probably tried this for about 4 or 5 hours, which again isn't bad compared to like 10-20 mode. I think just took 5 or 6 hours. I can't exactly recall, but nonetheless, that's it. Also, I am probably going to be streaming myself completing these Easter eggs like I did back for Cold War. I don't know why I did not do this for Black Ops 6. I think I was meant to, but just completely forgot to hit the start streaming button. Which will happen, by the way. I will be streaming Cold War probably on the PlayStation, honestly, just so that way I have like guaranteed frame rate. I don't have any frame rate issues or any packet bursts or anything like that because, God, Call of Duty sucks nowadays with that shit. But yeah, that is basically the whole breakdown of what my mindset was at the time, and a little bit of a glimpse of how you can do Nightmare Aggressive mode. I hope this video has been somewhat informative, given my kind of style of commentary is not the best, but hope I can provide insightful things anyway. Hope you all enjoyed, and peace out.